What do you think of a girl like that? Same here. I said a few times before. I still have no idea what her deal is with us. I mean, why is she so interested? Maybe. Well, oh, Grim is just trolling. What is the name of this arrow game? That night, as we chatted, I tried Grim's advice on what to do next about Yua. I didn't think anything would come of it if I went around suspecting everyone and everything all on my own. But there was his answer. To be fair, I had the exact same reaction first time I spoke with Yua. Wait, lol, you're serious? Man, you've got flags standing up all over the place. When you do things, you're sure I got it done right. Dude, who was it who said he wasn't interested in the third dimension? Look, it's not that kind of relationship. Grim reacted the same way as Mitsumi-kun. What if, contrary to all expectations, they were the same person? How guys like you with no romantic experience have a tendency to graduate from being otaku the second they get a woman. It's common sense that your girlfriend wouldn't want you wrapping to school swimsuits. That's just a great mail notification, just saying. Oh, I could hear Seratan's voice. I changed my settings so that she'd say the same line whenever I got a new email. When I casually checked my email client, the field from the sender's name said Tanuki Yua.
うわ、早速来た。
Come on, read it. An email from a 3D girl. I'd never received one before. I took a gulp and opened it. The contents were completely infused with her neatness and good breeding. That's supposed to mean... However, she also used emoticons to create a sense of friendliness. Good evening, this is Kusunoki. I decided to send you an email right away. I'd be delighted if you would save my email address. Thank you so much for coming with me today. I'm sorry, but I had a lot of fun. It was my first time going to a store like that. It might also have been because you were there with me, lol. When are you coming to school tomorrow? If you were to ask why I want to know such a thing, well, I'd like to greet you in the morning. It'd be nice if we bumped into each other in the morning. In any case, I'll email you again later. Good night. But what part's like, because you were there with me and I'd like to greet you in the morning, and could also interpret it as being part of a scheme of hers. Grimmel's being so obnoxious about that, I decided to just throw the whole thing up there, although I made sure to remove our personal information first, of course. Yeah, I would like a serious response. Still don't know what to think of it. Yeah, conspiracy, conspiracy, conspiracy. Aren't you overthinking things? To me, it just looked like you set off her flag. Only a little longer till you reach a good end. Or maybe she's secretly a yandere and you'll get her a bad end. That's impossible. A cross otaku like me and a real life girl who's that cute would never get together. Yeah, that's why I'm saying you're overthinking things. You have the same interests and stuff, don't you? Nowadays, it'd be hard for you to find another nice, healthy girl like her. I knew that much already, but if she was such a good girl, that's actually kind of disagreeable. She's an impossibly ideal girlfriend. Yeah, that's a bit of the point. It's a bit, almost a bit too perfect. That might not be so bad. No, no, no. That was exactly why what she wanted me to think. Be happy you got reverse picked up, huh? I wanna make her adapt to your tastes. I'm not interested in the third dimension.
そうだけど。
But really, you want to go out with her so badly you can't help it, right? If you wanna get out of your otaku cocoon, now's your chance. Make no mistake, you won't get this kind of chance again. Yeah, that's true, but congrats on your newfound popularity. Instead of freaking out, go on the attack. Just act like Nightheart, except in real life. All lights green ahead. Maybe. If I could do that, it wouldn't be such a struggle. And there was something I learned from talking to you yesterday and the day before yesterday. It was enjoyable and it made me happy, but more so than that, it wore me out and it was a huge bother. Rather than continuing to be forced to go through with all that, I might as well stick to the 2D world, where I could live however I wanted. Which was why I didn't send a reply to you as mail. Well, it was going up in flames. Red tongues of flame danced inside the incinerator. They were burning a sailor uniform and a number of textbooks. The house was located at the foot of the mountains. From its garden one could look out across the Indian Sea. The sound of boat steam whistles came faintly from afar, and a refreshing salty breeze softly shook the trees just beyond the houses. Fire eaves. In the midst of that tranquil airflow, only a small statured young girl, only Orihara Ozue, standing motionless in front of the incinerator, bore about her heavy atmosphere, fixed incessantly on the sailor uniform and textbooks, transforming flame inside the incinerator. Her eyes wore a vermilion glow. They were the sailor uniform she had worn and the textbooks she had used up until just yesterday. She made no effort to move from the spot, so she were reluctant to part with them, despite the fact that she herself had set them on fire. She abruptly knitted her eyebrows in anguish and covered her ears hard. Her mouth opened with difficulty, but nothing more happened. Neither groaning nor complaining, she simply breathed raggedly. She shook her head over and over, as if to push something away. Still covering her ears, she gradually rumbled in place. When her bottom hit the ground, she moved her chin just a little, as though exhausted, and gazed expressionlessly up at the sky. She remained in that position for several minutes, without as much as twitching, but with equal steadiness. She turned about confidently, as though she had heard someone's voice. Before her lay the house's veranda. Though it was the middle of the day, it was dim within the wood-constructed house of a 50-year-old house, and she couldn't see much beyond the veranda. Roseway shakily rose up to her feet and walked up to the veranda. Her mother appeared right then, as though she had calculated the timing.
あら、梢ちゃん。探してたのよ。 もう荷物の整理はできたの？
Seems I got her name sort of correct. Rosway nodded and sat down lightly on the edge of the veranda.
あさってにはもうこの家ともお別れなのね。
Standing next to her, her mother cast a look at the serene inland sea.
東京なんて行くの、梢ちゃんは初めてよね。いいお友達ができるといいわね。
Rosway neither nodded nor shook her head in response to her mother's considerate words. Holding her silence, she continued gazing desolately at the incinerator over in the corner of the garden, which even now went on harboring its flames. The following week's school-going day. As melancholy as usual as I stared down at my feet on the way to school. It was about time for the season to start changing to autumn in earnest. The trees in Shoto Park were gradually becoming more colorful, and short sleeves were starting to get a little chilly. Since I typically stayed indoors all the time, the changing of the seasons only perplexed me. I still felt like it was supposed to be summer. I played ESO all weekend. Grim kept asking me about Yua, but I ignored him from start to finish. Yua hadn't mailed me even once since then. That's weird. Because she said she would send another email soon. Might have finally given up since I didn't send a reply. That'd be a huge relief. No, dude, that's just the ways. I got all mixed up when I talked to Yua. I seemed to be on the verge of discovering some hope for myself. But there was no point in a creepy otaku like me embracing hope. Why not? I lived all this time without ever once getting rewarded for anything. So I'd lost interest in the third dimension. I think he's just so lacking so much self-confidence that he's just given up on life, maybe. Please don't make me expect anything. Please don't expect anything of me. Someone tapped me on the shoulder from behind. Thinking it was being Nanami or Misumi-kun, I turned around and was surprised. Well, this is not surprising. Yua smiled at me. Her cheeks slightly flushed. For some reason, she was out of breath.
後ろ姿が見えたから、もしかしたら西条くんかなって思って走って追いかけちゃいました。
But this possibly means you hadn't given up yet. You still had expectations of me.
おはようございます、西条くん。
Oh, typo.
やっと言えました。土日を含めて4日もかかってしまいましたけど。あ、先週メールを送ったんですけど、読んでもらってます。
Without meaning to, I noticed reflexively.
よかった。返事がなかったからてっきり届いていないかと思って何度か送り直そうとしたんですけど、我慢しておいて正解でした。
What on earth did you expect from me? Did I fall in love with you? Did I become your boyfriend? Should we then live out our lovely lives as a couple? No way. You couldn't act so wholesome. I wanted to, but it would never happen. Besides, I didn't understand how you had come to think so well of me. I couldn't have faith in her. Well, I think it's very difficult to have faith in other people when you don't have faith in yourself. This what made it impossible.
西条くん、どうしたんですか？
え？
ずっと立ち止まってるので。
I hastily walked off, leaving Yua behind. But she caught up by trotting.
昨日西条くんのクラスに行ったんですけど、いませんでしたよね。 もしかして風邪でもひいて休んでるんじゃないかと思って心配だったんです。でも元気そうでよかった。
And she doesn't know about the whole minimum attendance stuff he does.
たまにしか。
はい。
僕たまにしか学校来ない。みんなから引きこもりって思われてる。
Well, I suppose you are. Surely I disillusioned her, surely knowing that I was really what I was really like. She had lost all friendly thoughts towards me. I didn't mind, because I hadn't expected anything from the start. Go on, think of me as being creepy and gross. From now on, please stay away from me.
そうですか。でも今日は会えてよかったです。
Well, it looks like she doesn't care.
No.
Sorry, I just had to yawn for some reason. I was floored. Not blinking and scrutinized you, smiled intently. Our eyes met, and I was forced to hastily turn my face away. Why is it that I don't weird you out? Yeah, I would like to know that too.
っていうか、たまにでも学校に来てるなら西条くんは引きこもりじゃないと思います。すいません、分かったようなこと言っちゃって。
でも苦痛だよ。
だとしたら偉いです。
Horrible. I would like to believe that's the first time he heard someone else say that about him.
Eh?
I couldn't have so much as imagined that he would reply with such words. What could possibly be admirable about a useless human being like me? He was smiled tenderly. I honestly thought it was a smile that could heal people.
だって西条くんは辛いのに頑張って学校に来ていますから。
And maybe she just sees the positive qualities in people.
普通なら普通は来られないですよ。
でも僕はオタだしキモいし。
私西条くんの話を聞くの好きですよ。
What? What on earth was it? This affirmation of my whole being. Why did it feel so comforting? Or maybe she just accepts you how is your person, how you are. I had the feeling that you would be able to embrace everything about me. I had the feeling that you would tell me it was alright for me to be here. If I were with you, I might be able to go back to being a regular person.
大変予礼ですよ。
Without my noticing it, our surroundings had become empty of students. Everyone was already inside the school building.
西条くん、それじゃあ私失礼します。あ、今日の放課後時間ありますか？
え？
もしよかったら一緒に帰りましょう。
He murmured shyly, blushing a bit.
放課後中庭で待ってます。もし気が向いたら来てください。あ、無理に来なくても全然平気ですから。失礼します。
Oh, she's flustered. Yua gave me a courteous bow and ran off towards the building where the seniors' classrooms were located. Watching her go, I pinched my cheek again. It really wasn't a dream or a delusion. I stayed in the days during all of my classes that day. Or rather, I didn't pay the least attention to what was going on in the classes. Propping my chin up with one hand, I gazed on and on at the autumn sky beyond the window. Well, it seems like at least he has the classic protagonist seat at the back of the class by the window, so... Neither my classmates nor my teachers took any heed of me. But Yua looked at me. Yua was different from the rest of these assholes. As I went on thinking along those lines of having all sorts of daydreams, classes suddenly came to an end.
よ、タク。今日もデートか？
You know it?
この前のメガネのことはうまくいってるんだろうな。
That's a bit of a weird translation. I know Meganet means glasses and he means the glasses grow, but Horizon seems to hint at a bit negative stuff. It sounds a lot more negative than maybe he means, so...
おいおい、ニートだからって躊躇してんなよ。向こうがお前のこと気に入ってくれてんなら、付き合うか付き合わないかはともかく、やっちまうのが礼儀。
そんなことしないよ。
おい、なんだよいきなり大声出して。
ユアとはそんなことしない。
This is new. He is getting defensive. Other people insult Yua in his eyes.
は？お前まだ言ってんの？なんで最初から諦めるんだよ。そろそろ引きこもりから卒業しようぜ。
僕は引きこもりじゃない。
I shouldn't have said that kind of thing in the first place. I didn't understand Mitsumi-kun, who lived through his nether regions. Mitsumi-kun looked puzzled, but I ignored him and hurried out of the classroom. The shortest route to the courtyard involved crossing the corridor to the building where the seniors' classes were held, and going down the stairs from there. Probably. Since I didn't come to school much, I wasn't very knowledgeable about which parts of the school building were connected to where. I wasn't sure of where all the specialized classrooms were either, so I felt a tad insecure as I went down the corridor. Oh, she looks a bit pissed. A lone girl stood in the dead center of the passageway, looking out at the sky. She had a terribly severe look on her face. Despite what she was doing, she didn't have anything like a fading, waning atmosphere about her. Though she was clearly getting in the way of whoever might try to pass, she didn't budge an inch. She must have heard my footsteps. I'm in a hurry, please move out of the way. Something about her gaze gave off the smell of those delinquent types. I'd better be careful to stay as far away from her as possible and to avoid meeting her eyes. Maybe she's just a tsundere. But she looked really pissed for some reason. With that in mind, I swiftly tried to skirt behind girl B.
Oi.
She was calling me. Was she trying to squeeze some money out of me? Or say she didn't like the way I looked, dragged me off to her delinquent hangout, and left me lynched there? Give me a goddamn break. I haven't done anything wrong. When I cautiously surveyed girl B, she glared at me.
お前、誰だ?
Even if she asked me who, I'm Nichijou Takumi. Not that she had any way of knowing my name, of course, given that we'd never met before. She was planning on doing something horrible to me, no doubt about it.
すいません。
Bowing my head as to avoid looking at girl B, I sprinted off at top speed. Once I had dashed down the stairs from the seniors building and leapt outside, I checked behind my back. Seemed like the scary looking girl from before hadn't come chasing after me. Thank God, I hated the third dimension or having traps at every turn. You could interpret that in several different ways, I suppose. I looked around the courtyard as I collected my wild breathing. Sandwiched between the pool and the school building, it was so long and narrow that it might have been more fitting to call it a pathway. There were flower beds at regular intervals, and right now the purple flowers particularly stood out. What were those flowers called? I didn't really know. I spotted Yua standing in front of one of the flower beds, gazing idly at the flowers. She doesn't look too happy. She was really there. She'd waited for me. She'd waited for me and no other. Yua wouldn't betray me. It might be alright for me to believe in her. Yua might be able to save me. Raising her face, Yua noticed I was here. As I watched, her eyes grew wider and wider. Embarrassed, I shifted my gaze away and stood in place. I didn't know whether it was okay for me to walk up to her. Why was she so surprised? Maybe I shouldn't have come. No, I'm sure you did the right thing. As I wavered, Yua came running up to me.
びっくりしました。
え？
西条くんが本当に来てくれるなんて。
I guess they're kinda alike.
どうせ来てもらえないって諦めかけてたんです。でも待っててよかった。
Maybe you actually tended to think along much the same lines as I did, viewing everything pessimistically and so on. But one thing about us was radically different. I viewed things negatively but did nothing about it. You viewed things negatively but took action on her own accord. I honestly respected her for her ability to be so proactive. I wanted to be more like her.
一緒に帰ってくれますか?
I answered her hesitant question with a nod. Side by side, you and I headed for the main gate. Somehow it was kind of embarrassing. I also started to have the feeling that all the students leaving school were watching us anxiously. Oh, I'm sorry. Clicked the wrong button. The more conscious I became of it, the jerkier I got. That's just nerves talking. Going on home with a girl, just the two of us, was impossible after all. I passed by an unfamiliar teacher, although I only assumed he was a teacher because he was wearing a suit instead of a uniform. Was there really such a young teacher around here? Since I rarely come to school, I had no memory of the teachers' faces. There were even times when I'd forgotten what my home teacher looked like. Glancing around all the while, the suit-clad teacher went towards the school building.
どうしました?
Just I shook my head and resumed walking at Yua's side.